Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Breaking news, the Strait of Hormuz has been closed and gas and oil prices are set to skyrocket. The Iranian Navy is now sinking any ship that tries to transport oil and gas through the Strait of Hormuz, where nearly half of the world's supply runs through. 4 American and British ships have already been struck, and the world's biggest oil transport company has ordered all of its ships to turn around. World governments are begging Iran to open the strait, such as Australia and Europe, as they get all of their gas and oil from these nations. Iran has also sent drones and blown up oil rigs in the Gulf, meaning even once it reopens, this could take months to repair. Countries like Russia are set to have a historic month of selling oil, as the price could go from $60 a barrel upwards to $200. The longer the war goes on, a bigger of a disaster this will have for the global economy. For countries like the US, Europe, and Australia that rely heavily on Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Bahrain, the UAE, for oil.
Egypt. India. Afghanistan. Iran. Bolsa, vai para trás. Toma as bolsas, vai para trás. Boa.
Here in Lukeville, we are quite literally in the middle of nowhere. 2.5 hours to the closest major city. Thousands are crossing here illegally every day, and the situation is completely unsustainable. We'll step out, give you a look at the scene here. This is a mass of hundreds upon hundreds of people who have crossed the border illegally and are camped out here at the border wall, waiting to be apprehended by Border Patrol. You'll quickly notice these are all single adult men. There is not a single woman or child in this group you're looking at, and these guys are coming in from all over the world. Large amounts of African men from Senegal, from Guinea, from Mauritania, from Egypt, others from the Middle East, others from Asia. This is Border Patrol's Tucson, Arizona sector, which just had 17,500 illegal crossings last week alone. That is the highest weekly total ever recorded. We talked to one man from Mauritania who told us he paid smugglers $10,000 to get here, first flying into Colombia. We talked to another man from Guinea who says once he's processed, he plans to head to New York City. Now, you might be wondering, how does this happen when we have the border wall right here? Well, there are breaches all in the wall, and we want to show you this remarkable video we shot yesterday. Take a look at this. Border Patrol and federal contractors were trying to fix a hole in the wall that smugglers cut when a huge surge of illegal immigrants came pushing through that gap, trying to get into the United States and successfully doing it before Border Patrol could fix it. They were trying to weld it, and all these people started pushing through the hole in the wall. And you'll notice there's a human smuggler dressed in black right on the other side of the wall. He sees our camera. He kind of just gives us a shrug and then salutes us, essentially saying, there's nothing they can do about it. Border Patrol has been finding these cuts in the wall all over the place. They try to fix them. There's nothing they can do about it. They say it's like a game of whack-a-mole. Take a listen to what the Border Patrol Union had to say out here.
This is what has been caused by an open invitation by the administration that said, hey, come ask for asylum and you'll get released. It takes a toll on operations. It takes a toll on the men and women that are out there putting their lives on the line each and every day.
Elsewhere along the border, take a look at this video out of Border Patrol's San Diego sector. News Nation capturing this footage of a large amount of Chinese male nationals that crossed illegally near the Jacumba Hot Springs area. So this is happening all along our southern border, guys. The entire world is showing up here at our doorstep. They're crossing illegally, and they are expecting to get released here into the United States. It's happening here in Lukeville. It's happening in Eagle Pass. It's happening in San Diego. Dana, you mentioned off the top, the port of entry here in Lukeville is completely closed down. That is because CBP is surging officers here to try to help Border Patrol deal with apprehending all these folks. On top of that, all of the Border Patrol checkpoints in the Tucson sector and the local highways have also been closed down. Those checkpoints are invaluable for trying to be a second line of defense in stopping both human smugglers and fentanyl smugglers. So
you will know who I am, but you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow.
You will see soon. You are smart enough.
Who love Joe Biden are the migrants. Everyone else has had it with the guy. And Biden doesn't care where you're from. Palestine, Russia, Venezuela. Independent journalist Anthony Aguero is meeting migrants from China.
Where are you from?
From China?
From China?
Yes.
How long did you travel?
1 month.
1 month?
Yes.
How much money did you spend, sir?
Almost $10,000.
$10,000?
Yes.
Wow.
I love you, Joe Biden. I love you so much. I love you, people, all America. I love you, Joe Biden. Be like me. Oh, me, I love you. I love you so much.
The only zone has become the new hotspot. Migrants camping out, building fires, roasting marshmallows, just waiting for Biden to let them in. And Biden isn't sending anyone back. He's processing them into the country and saying, here's a court date in 5 years to hear your asylum claim. Thousands of adult single males are pouring through each day. Ladies, I know what you're thinking. Relax. They've already chosen a city.
Where in the United States do you want to go?
Detroit.
California.
New York City.
Nueva York.
New York City. I have family members there.
And we showed you for 3 years, we're out of room. No mas. Republicans in Washington say, here's what we need to do to fix the problem. Restart the wall, cap the amount of asylum seekers, and hire more Border Patrol agents. Sounds reasonable, right? No.
Republicans are pushing for, restart construction on the border wall, increase the number of Border Patrol agents, limit asylum, narrow the president's parole powers. Why is that unpalatable to the administration?
I would say two things. One, we've presented proposals that address the situation, that provide real practical solutions, and also do not do violence to our fundamental values.
Securing the border does violence to Biden's fundamental values. Biden values an open border. The Democrats have a new talking point. Ready? First it was there's no crisis. Then it was Trump broke the border. And now it's we've always had open borders.
Hey, Shalom. First off, I want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Also want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this word, and the brothers who teach down with sincerity. And also want to give salutations to the elect scattered across the four corners of the earth. And this was going to be a quick one because I don't know too many scriptures dealing with sleeper cells. And I got this one from another brother and know how to break it down real quick. So this is Jeremiah 51:12. We're speaking of the sleeper cells that Iran has. All right, now since America and Israel started war with Iran, Iran got them sleeper cells here in America that were letting go of when Joe Biden was in office. Thousands of them, many of them. All right, because you remember that one guy who said, "You don't know who I am now, but you will know." Let's see if I can find that dude. Hopefully Hold up. This will crash. So hopefully let me stop this real quick. Hey, man at the border. Let's see. See, his phone's so slow, he can't do nothing, man. Yeah, right here. Remember this? See? Them all could be sleeper cells. $7,500 crossing through. You see that number? This is the one I was talking about, though. See that? So let's read this precept right here. Jeremiah 51:12, the Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill those with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. And we go to the caterpillars devour everything, right? That's why I went to the flower. Caterpillars right here. They devour everything. They eat up the whole plant, and they eat nonstop. So he's going to send man to constantly attack them, eat their flesh, all right? And that's with them bombs and them threats and war and chaos with them. And there was already an event in, was it Austin, Tennessee, or Texas, something like that, where it was a shoot. So you don't really know how things is going to pan out for this place, all right? And this is Obadiah 1, the vision of Obadiah thus said, hear a rumor from the Lord, and a bashner, which is the prophets, us, is set among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And Esau, Edom, greatly despised among the world. And Esau, Edom is small among the heathens because their birth rate is only like 5 or 6 last time I checked. So they're a very small race of people with a lot of power. So hopefully this quick lesson was edifying. I'm going to put some videos attached to it, but hopefully this quick lesson was edifying. So watch out for them sleeper cells. Stay away from big events. Stay away from basketball games and just big events, and just be circumspect. Shalom.